Hello guys, and just when I thought we need to speak about Crimea again, the Ukrainian armed forces gave me a good reason. All because our drones, Ukrainian missiles Neptune and some unidentified missiles, maybe Storm Shadow or maybe new Ukrainian ones, targeted a military airbase in Belbek near Sevastopol in the very temporarily occupied Crimea. So this is one good thing we need to discuss. But there is another one closely connected with Crimea and Putin's new blackmail doctrine. Rewriting it after Ukraine got the permission to defend itself with long-range missiles, he promised to react, forgetting that Ukraine was targeting the temporarily occupied territories with long-range missiles for a really long period of time, which proves a very important conclusion. Putin knows Crimea is Ukraine. So let's discuss all of that from the ordinary Ukrainian perspective. My name is Anna, I'm from Ukraine, I'm in Ukraine, and if you want to see the defeat of Russia, the demilitarization of Russia, and also protect yourself against toxic Kremlin narratives, subscribe. We will discuss all of that on the channel. And let's start with the special military operation of Ukrainian drones in Belbek. It was loud. According to Russian Telegram channels, 40 Ukrainian drones, missiles Neptune, and some unidentified. Honestly, I am praying that Ukraine will develop more of our own missiles so that we don't need to get permissions and can defend ourselves to the fullest. But I'm also grateful for the permission that we have finally received and the one that inspired Putin to rewrite his nuclear doctrine for the second time. Of course, this is just a blackmail tool that he keeps using, but he made a very serious flaw in his reaction to the permission to use long-range missiles inside the Russian territory, because he started reacting, he started terrorizing the world only after we got this permission for Kursk and Belgorod region, forgetting that we were using these long-range missiles on the temporarily occupied territories for quite a long period of time. We were targeting Russian military objects in the Crimea, in Donetsk and Luhansk regions, and Putin did not react that way. Even though in the Russian constitution they claim these regions are a part of the Russian Federation. Russian propagandists keep repeating they treat Kherson and Zaporizhia regions as parts of Russia. They name them new Russian regions, but in reality they understand this is Ukraine. And by overreacting with his Oreshnik, with the next edition of blackmail doctrine, Putin actually showed a serious fear and his understanding that Crimea, Donetsk, Luhansk is Ukraine. And I'm happy that the long-range missiles of our allies, that the long-range missiles that Ukraine potentially develops and drones help to illustrate this weakness of Putin and weakness of Russia. And that is why I am super honored to start a new NAFO campaign. And honestly, we have the best patches ever. And when I say it, I mean maybe in general, in all of the NAFO patches. And you know why? Because they carry beautiful messages. One, make Russia small again. And another one definitely supports it by stating we can do it. And I know we can do it. So first, I would like to introduce you to the unit for whom we are going to try and get a pickup truck. They are waiting since September, and lots of drones that they will use to demilitarize the evil empire. This is the brave 67th Brigade, and let the guys speak for themselves.
Бажаю здоров'я! Ми, бійці аеророзвідки 67-ї ОМБР, хотіли б висловити щиру вдячність фонду НАФО за довготривалу та плідну співпрацю. Друзі, але знову ми потребуємо вашої допомоги. Зараз ми знаходимося на важкому напрямку і постійно потребуємо нових засобів для роботи. Дрони, дрони і ще раз дрони. Вони допомагають нам проводити розвідку і якісно вражати нашого супротивника. Автівки, пікапи в першу чергу, для того, щоб ми могли якісно виконувати ротацію на наших позиціях. І засоби РЕБ, для того, щоб зберегти життя особового складу. Ми вам дуже вдячні і будемо вдячні за будь-яку вашу допомогу. Щиро з вами і разом до перемоги. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
You know, I'm very proud and I'm very emotional that with this force campaign we are able to support the drone unit of the 67th Brigade, because these guys were fighting for Ukraine in the famous here Serebryansky forest, which Ukrainian soldiers often call the Wood of Wonders. It is a very beautiful and very tragic place and very symbolic place. It's a part of Luhansk region. It was a national reserve, now burned and destroyed by the Russians, but it is also the symbol of our strength and resilience. And you know, I think it's time to thank you, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving for people who celebrate it. And together, during just this year, we have managed to collect $150,000 for 3 NAFO campaigns, and this is the 4th one. And you know, I was joking and actually counted that this would make more than 16 million rubles with this current rate. Maybe by tomorrow this will be $20 million. I don't mind, but rubles. So anyway, together we have supported Ukrainian armed forces with 4 NAFO trucks, 60 FPV drones and 3 Mavics. And the best thing is that these drones and these trucks did a lot of good job, saved a lot of Ukrainian lives and demilitarized a lot of Russian objects. And you did it. And this is what makes me super happy and super proud and very grateful for our community. So do support this new NAFO campaign. You will get the best patches, honestly. I will leave the link everywhere, and this is a good way to celebrate Christmas, to celebrate Thanksgiving, or simply to celebrate the freedom and independence. This is exactly what we are standing for. And I'm very, very grateful that you are here with me. Also join me on X. I'm still fighting there. On Instagram, I share more of everyday content there. On Threads and Blue Skies. I'm very active on Blue Skies, and our community is rapidly growing there. All the links that you need are in the description of this video. Check our merch shop. There are lots of good items that work well as reminders and conversation starters about Ukraine, and also good Christmas presents. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons and sponsors of the channel. But most importantly, thank you for being friends of mine and friends of Ukraine and friends of these beautiful units that we can support with the amazing NAFO team. These guys are crazy, how they change, how they adapt these trucks, how they look for the best drones, how they help drone developers innovate. So I'm sending my love and gratitude to the NAFO team too. And thank you for standing with Ukraine and all the freedom-loving people. Slava Ukraini!